ステーション
Okay, this is quite a momentous occasion here on PlayStation Livecast. I am joined by none other than Yu Suzuki. He's the president of YSNet and the creator of Shenmue. We are now talking Shenmue 3. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. This is a big moment, obviously. We also are joined by Gio Corsi. He's from Sony Computer Entertainment America's developer relations team, or developer
third-party production and developer relations.
I am very sorry for
it's
that.
all right.
You'll yell at me later. We want to talk a little bit about Shenmue and Shenmue 3, and this is a big journey for you guys. So my first question is, did you ever think that this day would come? And how did it feel to finally announce Shenmue 3 after so many years?
やっとステージで発表できてどんなお気持ちなんですかね。
カンファレンスの時にシェンムー3の発表を待っている時にシェンムー3の前の発表がすごいビッグなすごい大きなゲームばっかり発表してて、実際シェンムーの発表大丈夫かなって心配してたんですけれども、観客の声がすごいうわーっとすごい大きな声が出て、それで少し安心しました。
So honestly, I'm sitting backstage and I'm watching all these huge titles announced before Shenmue 3, and honestly, I kind of started getting nervous. Is Shenmue big enough to compete with these IPs? But then I heard the crowd's reaction when they saw the video, and that's when I realized we were just fine.
That's great. That's great. Now, I'll be honest, I've never played Shenmue 1 or 2. Will I need to have played those games to understand and appreciate Shenmue 3?
やっぱり Shenmue 1、2やってない人でも Shenmue 3楽しめるんですかね。
シェンムー1は横須賀を横須賀がスタートして、それから黒い服の男が来て親を殺されるところから始まっています。シェンムー
So I'll tell you a little bit about the previous game, so you have some background. In Shenmue 1, it takes place in a town called Yokosuka, and in this town, the main character's father is killed by these mysterious men.
シェンムー2では香港に渡って親の仇を追い求めていろんな人たちに会うストーリーになっています。
And then in Shenmue 2, Ryo travels to Hong Kong, still in search of his father's killer, meets a lot of different characters there and grows as a character himself.
シェンムー3ではもうそういうことを知らなくても十分楽しめるゲームになっているんですが、ダイジェストムービーもストレッチゴールに用意しているので、皆さん協力をお願いします。
But to get to the point, when it comes to Shenmue 3, you won't really necessarily have to have experienced the first two titles to really enjoy it. The good news, though, one of our stretch goals is actually to include kind of some flashback movies to give you an idea of exactly what happened in those first two games. So that's out there as well, if you need that background info.
That's great. That's well, I'm sold. What do you think for series fans, for people who have played Shenmue 1 and 2, what are going to be the biggest changes they're going to notice about Shenmue 3?
Shenmue 1、2やった人には、今回の Shenmue 3で一番大きな変化というか、変わったところ、どういうところなんですかね。
シェンムー1と2ではいろんなことができるように、いろんな街に行っていろんなことができるように遊びの選択肢をすごく広く取っていました。で、オープンワールドっていうことに初めてチャレンジしたゲームでもあると思います。シェンムー3ではオープンワールドっていうところもやるんですが、シェンファとリョウの主人公をより深く描いていきたいと考えています。
So Shenmue 1 and 2, as you remember, for those of you that played, very much focused on freedom, focused on the open world and choices that the player makes. That was a big challenge for us at the time. We pulled it off. This time, we're going to, of course, keep those elements, but we're going to go into some different directions as well. I want to focus a lot on the relationship between Shenhua and Ryo himself and see how they grow as people together.
Very cool. And what do you say to all your die-hard fans of Shenmue and all your die-hard fans? You've had an awesome career over the years. What do you say to all those fans after all these years of support and after this great start on Kickstarter?
昔から応援してくれてたシェンムーファン、鈴木さんファンに向けてどんなメッセージあるんですか？
もうシェンムー2が発売されてからもう14年も経っている今でもシェンムーのファンたちがいろんなサイトを通じてずっとシェンムー3を待っていてくれたっていつどこに行ってもシェンムー3を作ってくれて皆さんの声があったから皆さんのサポートがあったからこの日を迎えることができました。皆さんに対してはすごく感謝して これからも今からシェンムー3作るんですけども、皆さんに応えられるようないいゲームを作ろうと思ってますので、皆さんありがとう。
So I'll make one thing clear. The only reason we're able to do this to begin with is thanks to the fans. It's been 15 years, of course, in Shenmue 2. No matter where I go around the world, no matter who I talk to, everyone constantly asks me for Shenmue 3. I couldn't be more thrilled to have an opportunity to finally answer that question for you, so to speak. The pressure's on, but I think I'll make something that'll satisfy your needs and really give you something special.
Wow, what a thrill! What an amazing E3. I mean, between The Last Guardian, Shenmue 3, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, I mean, that was some show, right? Now, Gio, on the topic of Kickstarter, I understand you're the man with all the details here. I understand this is one of the biggest and fastest Kickstarters of all time, right?
Absolutely. The game was totally funded in something ridiculous, like 12 hours or something like that. And right now it's up to 2.69 million. So it's safe to say we hit our goal in under 24 hours.
Now, one question we've definitely seen from PlayStation fans is, you know, what's PlayStation's role in all this? I mean, is PlayStation involved in some way?
Absolutely. First off, Shenmue 3 was the #1 ask on the whole Building the List campaign. So when that first started, right off the bat, Shenmue 3, Shenmue 3, Shenmue 3. So this has been an ask for as long as I've been at PlayStation. Then we met with Suzuki-san at GDC last year, and we started the long road to try and figure out how we were going to get this whole thing made. And we said, you know, the only way this is going to happen is if the fans speak up, and we thought Kickstarter is the perfect place to do this. So we set a goal for $2 million, and if the fans come in and, you know, back it, then absolutely we're going to make this a reality. So Sony and PlayStation is definitely a partner in this game, and it's going to be run through third-party production. We're going to help YSNet get the game done. We're going to be partners on it the whole way, and really excited to see this thing come out in a couple of years.
Awesome news. Mr. Suzuki, thank you so much for joining us here. Gio, David as well. Wow, what a show. We had Yu Suzuki here to talk Shenmue 3 coming to PS4 and PC. Next up, we're going to check in with Anthony Carboni. He's going to be looking at Gorilla Cambridge's new Project Morpheus title, Riggs. Stay tuned.